up, everybody? Welcome to the Scottie Show. Tonight, I got a very special guest, GLDNI. How you feeling, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? I cannot complain. Life is good, man.
Man, hell yeah, bro. For the people that don't know who GLDNI is, man, who's GLDNI?
Man, GoldenEye is your local Houston, just getting it out the mud artist. Been doing this forever, and it's just we're bringing people together the right way. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we're trying to get this movement going in Houston. Just showing love where we can, working with everybody where we can,
Hell yeah.
and then just kind of like along the way showing love back. That's a big thing that I've always kind of prided myself on, or like gotten a lot of love because I've always just showed out for people, like thrown free shows, had people perform. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You can say like a local legend or something of sorts.
Hell yeah, bro. I fuck with that. Like, especially that like you active with like your community and stuff, and like I don't like when I first like watched like your video, bro, you just gave off like a super like cool vibe and shit. And I was just like, oh yeah, this dude's cool as fuck. Like I could just like tell from like the music that you make that like you just really be on like some chill shit, and like you just seem like a really like good person. So uh another one of the questions that I really have is like who really like inspires your style of music.
Bro, honestly, I gotta say I grew up in Houston. Like, it's one of the most cultured cities or like regions probably in the whole entire United States. I got in my experience of traveling and seeing shit and like talking with people and
Yeah.
experiencing shows and music in other places. Like, something about Houston, bro. It's just there's so much going on. Like, to start, my background really started off like like 90s Houston hip hop or rap. Really not hip hop. I can't call it hip hop, but country rap tunes and rap and shit like that, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
It kind of always was like, always just around. But my parents, they had me at a young age, when they were 19 and 17, so they were listening to everything in the 90s that was like,
Mm.
out at that time. So
Yeah.
it was already eclectic to begin with, and kind of
Mm.
like I was raised by young people, so I was
Yeah.
listening
Yeah.
to all the like all the fly shit, like
Mm.
Cypress Hill, uh all the like Stone Temple Pilot, Metallica, Dave
Oh,
Matthews
that's lit.
Band. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, I had a good little like background and upbringing with music. And then on top of that, um I'm like, my mom's white, my dad's Mexican, and on that side of the family they put me on to all the Latin classics and
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
cumbia corridos and all that kind of stuff. So it's really, bro, like, it's I'm blessed to be a cultured, like, just from Houston, be able to see so many different, you know people doing their own thing and making all kinds of music, and being from all kinds of places, being able to like influence everybody and shit in that same way. So
Yeah.
I'd definitely say I got to give it to my parents, because man, they put me on really, like, without trying to. That's just what they were listening to, And then when we were
Mm.
growing up, we had MTV raps
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so I mean, at the end of the day, if I had to pick one, like, specifically though, man, fuck, like a big. It sounds weird, but I'd say Dave Matthews, bro. It's trippy,
Mm.
but Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
I started playing saxophone in like second grade, and piano and all that kind of stuff. Just kind of picked up more instruments from there. But I
Mm.
was always intrigued by Dave Matthews Band, because the saxophone player. I always
Yeah.
wanted to be as good as he was, because, bro, the crazy shit. I remember the first couple shows I went to, bro. I literally was like being brought to tears by the strength of like the music. Like, I don't even know
Yeah.
how to explain that, but like literally off the muscle of the music, I was like, it was like going to church. Like you go to gospel church and you feel that the chills on your skin
Mm.
from hearing it. So, and then
Mm.
my parents would take me to stuff like, like uh they weren't really like together, but separately they were always showing me different stuff, and we would go like uh see the laser light show down in the museum back in the day when
Oh
it was
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Pink
That's dope.
Floyd and shit like that. So
Mm.
I was always listening to like Pink Floyd and like all that kind of stuff. So it's really a good background. I ain't gonna lie. Like, to be able to make good music, I feel like you have to be able to have understand some kind of like something. You can't just
The history of it and
you can't
like
just start busting out listening to NBA YoungBoy and then call yourself a musician and starting to rap.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
hey, I think homeboy hit me up. Yeah, hit him up on Instagram, because he just hit me up. I don't want to mess up this. I got you. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, my bad. Sorry to
You
like
good,
drag
you
it
good,
on,
you
but
good. Yeah, man. another thing I want to ask is like, how did you know that you were good at music and like making it and like you knew that this is what you wanted to do? Like, what made you like
Damn.
just say I'm gonna just do this music shit?
Yeah. So and that goes back same thing to third grade. Longfellow Elementary. That's where I went. And I just met so many other people too, because third grade is when they started us playing instruments.
Yeah.
And I instinctively I was like, man, I want the saxophone because Dave Matthews, whatever. But I kind of understood that like fluidity of like a band and how it works already. So me going back and starting like that and having that kind of start, I met all my friends, close friends, that they also rap and make music too. A lot of them that they were playing like tuba or playing drums or playing like other instruments in the band with me too at the same
Yeah,
school.
yeah, yeah.
So it was kind of crazy to see like us go from that to like becoming like, the artists that we are now, and really like it's a different world because technology and you got stuff that's like you can make beats off your computer as opposed to sitting in a band hall, tapping on the drums. But
Yeah.
where it really started was us just like that competition, like between each other. And it's like, man, who's really like who got it like that? Who's really the best? Because at the end of the day, we're like a bunch of kids from Houston still. We're not like, like band geeks or like like growing up in the suburbs or whatever. We're still walking home in the hood with our instruments in our arm, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like whatever bullshit, So it kind of was just like it went from us doing it at school to us doing it in our free time to get better when we went to school to do it, and then it became a thing where it was like,
I'm gonna just use the restaurant.
It was one of those things that I was like, man, like you can't really that's about as organic as it gets, as far as like starting out doing that. So I would say like it was definitely that competition, like that, starting off as a youngster, like with instruments and stuff like that. It turned into that drive of like wanting to just try to be better than everybody or want to like try to be able to play the flyest like little solo or whatever. Cause that feeling, bro, busting out with a fly little solo when we would do like jazz band after school, but bust out with the fly solo and everybody is like, oh shit. And then you got this, 4 or 50, 60-year-old band director stopping and being like, damn, where the fuck you learn that? I was like, man. And like I got to a point where I started making my own like little freestyles or on the saxophone or like solos, but it was just like me going off on like, playing like basically a freestyle, just going off and
just energy,
making up my own thing. But it went from that to me writing my own music. I was doing that in like 4th and 5th grade. Did all city band, all regional, all that kind of stuff. And so that kind of turned into basically me knowing everybody in Houston because I moved so many times. I moved 48 times before I was 18 just in Houston.
Crazy.
So like, how some people have like one best friend or whatever their whole life and shit. I got like 12 of them and we were all doing the same shit growing up. Yeah. So that competition, it just kind of kept going. We're like, hey, like, and another thing in Houston, everybody kind of raps, and so when you get immersed in that culture, when you get immersed into it, like on some like people rap battling or like just on the bus freestyling back and forth, seeing who got the coolest shit, that alone, like we was doing that secondhand and probably rapping better than half the rappers that were out. You know what I'm saying? Just like on some funny shit, not even on those
the
serious.
The Ghetto Boy is from Houston, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so actually, that's like on my dad's side with the music he put me on was like Scarface, Public Enemy. Like shout out my pop too, because man, he put me on to like literally, I would say like 50% of the music, like just knowledge and music that I know like right now. So I gotta say like on the music side of that, I gotta be blessed because man, there's a lot of kids out there, people out there that like represent something for in the culture and don't even know what the hell's behind that, or like what brought that to that point. So I definitely say another thing is that I really appreciate that. So I feel like that's another thing. I try to make my music up to par to a certain level where it's not just like rap that's like generic, or just something everybody's doing saturated. It's just kind of it's something different. And I think it shows, you know, like I would like to think it shows, you know, and when people tell me I sound like whoever or whatever, you know, it's crazy. I really don't get that a lot. So when I
Yeah.
do, I'm kind of low key offended by it, even though it's a compliment. I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I take it, like fuck it, you know. But I had to learn how to do that because you get people tell you sound like whoever, and you're just like, okay, that's a bet, you know. But like, I'm like, nah, I've been doing this since I was a youngster, you know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
kind of was developed on its own, and then you know I incorporate jazz and heavy metal and just all kinds of aspects into the music. So I think like my goal is always to try to make something that is better than the last thing I put out, you know? And I think
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
just doing that from a point of not like just playing by myself to now recording it and being able to like, you know, make things sound however I want, you know, really.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
my long answer to that.
No, that was good, man. That was a good ass, like, you know, like breakdown of everything that, like, you know, you've just acquired, like, knowledge wise of like music and like how like important that is. Because, you know, even for like myself, because my dad was a DJ, and like I would just go through like his whole entire like music collection. He had like different types of like music. And, you know, once when my mom like graduated from college, we moved to like a nicer neighborhood, and then I was living around like white skateboarders and like country boys that would like hunt and
Right.
stuff. So I would learn. That's when I got into like, you know, rock, punk rock. I found out about
Right.
country and
Yeah.
shit like that. So I not only got like a hip hop aspect, I was able to then get like, you know, I was listening to shit like Linkin Park and shit like that, and like listening to like Green Day and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, listening to that kind of shit. And like it's like and now like I have like a super appreciation for like all different types of music, whether the person has like 1,000 followers to 100,000 followers. Like it doesn't really like matter, because like for right now I feel like, you know, being like a rapper or whatever, it's becoming like a meme, like a SoundCloud rapper or whatever. It's like a
Yeah,
fucking
bro. It's
meme.
really crazy too because like you see it like for what it is in person, like it's just kind of like the people that are supposedly supposed to be the supporters, you know,
Yeah.
are kind of like they're turning on the rappers really now because it's just like that's what it is. They're the laughing stock, or they're the ones with the drama, or like being in the news for this and that, or beefing with each other over stupid shit, or like
Yeah.
you know posting everything that they do on social media. You know, like back in the day, they didn't have that shit. So whenever you did see a rapper pop out with jewelry and all kinds of shit, it was special, or it was like,
Yeah.
damn, that's like where's he moving? How's he moving like that? Now it's like, boom, everybody's fucking every second of their
Yeah,
life. You
you
can
can buy
see it,
fake
you know.
chains and shit like that now, and you can
And that's
just
too everybody, you know, faking it till they make it and shit. So
yeah, yeah.
that's another thing for sure. That's like, uh, yeah.
My phone died, but he said he was 5 minutes away when I went into the mission.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure he heard me.
Yo, bro. I'm gonna send. I can use it while I'm. Can you see me still on?
Yeah, yeah, I can see you, bro.
Okay, bet. I thought it was messed up. All right, bet, cool.
You
Just
might
got
go off, but I'll still talk to you, bro. You all good, homie. Shit. But yeah, bro, like that shit is like shit is crazy, bro. Like how people look at like being like a rapper as like a meme and shit, and like there's actually people that are really talented, and like I feel like they get overlooked because of that. And like how people think like SoundCloud is dead and shit, and like people think I think that Spotify and Apple Music is going to be the new like SoundCloud, because you can pay for playlist placements and things like that now. All you gotta do is
yeah.
just give somebody $1,000, and you can just, you know,
But see, a
jump the
lot of that is
algorithm.
like when you get into that business or that industry, kind of, and you tell him I sent the rest on Cash App. When you get into that industry like that, you start noticing or seeing like, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I've tried a lot of different methods of marketing and promoting, because that's like literally part of doing this shit, bro. Is you have to back yourself. You know, you got to put money into your own. When people say like you got to invest in your craft, like yeah, investing, spending time like practicing rapping and shit, like that's gonna help you. But like,
Yeah.
you could be a badass, dope ass artist, but if say you live, even me, I live in Houston, and I still don't like get the crazy recognition in a big giant city from my city. I get more
Yeah.
recognition, bro, from like literally like India, like literally India. They're jamming my shit in India on a daily basis. India, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Russia and Ukraine.
That's
They
crazy.
listen to my music more than people in the States.
Yeah.
Like, then the second runner up is like Houston and Austin and, you know, everywhere in Texas too.
Mhm.
But like the most plays, like if I were to go look right now on SoundCloud, for instance, all my plays are coming from those first six that I just named. So it's like,
Crazy.
it's kind of like being, when I was younger, I was kind of like discouraged by that. But in my head, what I took from that was like, man, like if I can connect with these people that don't even know me, imagine if these people that are in my city and they literally like are, you know, able to come to my shows and do all that kind of stuff. If I can create like that pool or that audience to like, you know, support that, that'd be crazy, you know. But like, dude, Houston is a tough crowd, bro. Like straight up, everybody is for themselves, you know. Like ain't nobody.
So you don't have one. You wanted to have one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to have. You just squeeze out. You can scale around.
What's
so he only has 7. He has a whole zip, but he's like, all right, I didn't know he wanted to have, so he's like, I need to scale.
Oh my god. Yeah, I do. That's my mom.
She's in liver?
Yeah. God damn. My bad. Hey, can you turn this shit down? You don't gotta turn it off. Just turn it down.
You bet.
My bad, bro.
You good, bro.
So where was I at? Or what was the
about
last
Houston,
thing?
like the house tough crowd.
Okay, yeah. So like, and I mean, when I started off like making music, bro, like I didn't even know where the hell to even go to like put myself in that situation to show people or like to rap or whatever. And to take it back just one more time, the person that actually trained me how to play saxophone was a street performer that my mom, when she used to work in downtown for a little bit, when I was real young, yeah, I would say like third grade. His name was Melvin, and he played trumpet. And he was homeless, you know, and there was a bunch of other guys that they kind of all like stuck together and played instruments and shit. And like, man, he taught me like from old school methods, like how to do certain things that had me freaking surpassing everybody in my like age group, like while I was in school playing, you know. But he also taught me things that like I still use to this day, like literally when it comes to like doing live shows or like performing in front of people or like, you know, arranging your own music and your own kind of like way to present yourself, you know. Like he was homeless, but this man would wear a suit and like a fly ass hat, and he was jamming, and you know he was doing his thing, had his charisma with it, and it was like it was crazy. So what my mom was doing is she was basically she'd let him and his wife stay at our house, and she'd feed them dinner and pay him like money, and he would teach me how to play saxophone and shit. So you know, like I feel like that ain't no thing that normal kids' parents are fucking doing. You know what I'm saying? Bringing people off the street that are, you know, she knew him because she always walked past him in downtown and saw him playing trumpet, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just kind of one of those things as like, man, like to use that and kind of come from that to, you know, becoming like a little bit older and doing shows. I threw my first show. I didn't throw my first show. I performed my first show at 15. Through my own show at 18, I want to say. 17. Yeah, 17. My own entirely show. And then from there, I did festivals, like through my own little festivals.
That's
you
crazy.
know, I would say not really showcases, bro, because I never had that kind of structure with it. It was more of like to put people on. And I feel like me doing that early on in my like rap, like not really career, but like, you know, I guess my rap career, or like my music, you know, business career, it kind of put me into a position where people were fucking with me, not because they knew my music, but because I put them on a whole ass platform, you know, and a place to perform for free. And they're young too, but maybe not the same age, but a little bit younger than me. And a lot of them are like, man, looking up to me, and like, you know, it kind of created a good community. But the thing that had me like struck about it is like I was putting so much time into that when it came time for me to perform at my own show, I'm like exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm like over it, or like I'm having to deal with all these people wanting to change their set times, or like, you know, somebody didn't pull up and something. It's just drama, you know. It's just one of those things that I was like, man, like I kind of had to fall back from doing that, even though I was enjoying all the attention I guess
You
per
got
se.
it's like being you know, it's like being a manager at a job and you're dealing with all these personalities and
Right.
like and that
Well,
like
so and the other thing is like I didn't even have knowledge of the business side of it that would have helped me a lot, you know, or
yeah,
like
yeah.
just smaller things like that to where once I did get that knowledge and then invest in myself and you know start an LLC and a record label or entertainment company, I did that.
Um,
I did that, and that's when I was like, oh, this is how you do this to make it worth your while. You know, like when you throw shows, so you can write stuff off. You know what I mean? You write off equipment or like renting out the venue spaces and stuff like
yeah,
just little stuff
taxes
like
and stuff
that.
like that. Yeah.
To where it's not coming out of pocket anymore and it's not like a big deal to me, you know. So I figured out the little loophole kind of to it and like also like still was investing my own money into it, but like, you know, I took a step back and was like, man, I gotta get to this music and put this out so I can go on tour and do other things, you know, like be able to host this, you know, momentum. And it was hard for me to keep both, like the momentum and the artistry. It was like I gotta either fade in the background or something, you know, something's got to give, like
Yeah.
one way or the other. So I kind of went from basically doing band and all that kind of stuff like young. I think I did it from third grade to fifth grade, and then I got in a bunch of trouble and shit. Had to switch schools or whatever, and went to a school that wanted to start me over when I went to sixth grade. They wanted to start me at the beginning of like the band shit, like
Yeah.
beginning band or whatever. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I that was when I formally stopped doing all kinds of like school band bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
from that point, literally sixth grade is when I started doing my own music and like writing my own songs, my own saxophone like stuff. You know, I kind of rap a little bit back then, but I didn't start getting heavy into rapping like um on the level of like competitiveness and like knowing or thinking I'm good, you know, like until
Yeah.
I was like in middle school and we would literally um we were walking around everywhere or skating everywhere, doing everything like that, like catching the bus or whatever. And
Yeah.
it was so easy, you know, you walking with a big group of 8 youngsters or whatever, you throw on a beat on the phone and just start going in, it passes the time, you know, and then you can start getting good at it. And you know, every now and then you'll hit one of them little flows, like, damn, I need to remember what I said on that shit. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell? So it kind of, you know, it went from that to us being like, or me being like, man, I'm motivated by this shit. I want to like actually do something about it, record or whatever, you know. And my first setup I ever received was through one of my friends. His dad was like a programmer of some sort, and he, you know, he grew up or like and it was in that era of like Pete Rock and MF Doom and all that. So he literally loads me up a Dell Longitude with Ubuntu, and this is 2000 like I don't know like 13 or 2012 or something. Loads me up a Dell Longitude with Ubuntu. I download Audacity, and he loads this computer up with at least like, bro, like 500 songs, like different albums, different playlists, different all that of different like them old school 90s rappers like Gangstar,
Yeah.
Exhibit beats, Jay Dilla beats. Like that's where I really discovered Jay Dilla. And to bring it back, or to bring it back to what we were talking about. Jay Dilla definitely was one of my big inspirations to like actually like start rapping like on that level with people and like myself too, and taking it more serious. Because when I discovered like Jay Dilla and like the Pete instrumentals, the Pete Rock instrumentals, and all the old school stuff like that. I mean, I was already rapping on like DJ Screw stuff, so to us that was like as hard as it could get, you know, like California style shit, you know, whatever. But but so it went from that to basically like, you know, making my own stuff, and then I went through a phase where I just didn't listen to nothing else but what I was making for myself. So it was like, you know, I had to get a little selfish on it and discover what I was about before I could even really like come out as an artist or whatever. But in a true like sense of it, I think I caught that SoundCloud era and wave right before that golden era, right before it ended, or like maybe like 3 or 4 years before it ended. And that really was what skyrocketed me into like just getting put out there in front of people and having people listen to my stuff. with an open ear and like genuinely commenting and stuff. My biggest song, I think, that I have on SoundCloud is like 20,000 views or something like that. So like 20,000 views, 300 comments, like 700 likes, like 70 or 80 reposts or something like that. And it was just all straight up like organic SoundCloud community folks just like reposting it and giving you general like genuine love. And like, bro, I just don't think that that'll ever be a thing again on any platform other than, I mean, like you said, iTunes and Spotify. Like I have all my music on all the distribution platforms, and I just think like, man, just knowing and using SoundCloud in that time period, it was like I know for a fact, like unless somebody creates another like free open concept like that again, it's just not. You gotta just take it somewhere else, or like like I started off on Bandcamp really before I was on anything. I was on Bandcamp, and that to me now looking back at that now was kind of crazy. Like, don't even know how the fuck I discovered it. I just was like looking up places to post my music, and that was where I first started it. And so my first mixtape I ever dropped is called 7 Pages. It's on Bandcamp, and that's where that song that it has that 20,000 views and all that stuff. It's called Flower Dice. Like, there's literally people in other parts of the world, in the country, and like the city that know that song word for word, and like that shit's crazy to me. Like, I hate that fucking song. That's the funny part, because I fucking hate that song. Like, I literally like not grew up listening to it, but just like I wrote it, I made it, and I just know like I made it so shitty and I made it on Audacity. You know what I mean? With the radio, with the Radio Shack condenser like performance microphone. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things that like I started from that, and apparently that's what everybody loved, and that they love that rawness of that sound. So I mean, I never really like did it intentionally. It's just like all I had to record, and that's how it came out. So it worked out both ways, like fuck it.
Yeah. I definitely think that like that whole SoundCloud era, it was really good, like from I would say 2015 to about like 2017, 2018. And 2019, that was like where it was starting to die off at. But yeah, it's gonna be really hard to recreate. I definitely think I don't think SoundCloud talent wise with music, I don't think it's dead, but the community itself, they all like grew to
well, the people that were actually supporting it. Yeah. The people that were actually supporting it were the ones that stopped, because it almost became like a meme or something. For a little bit, it was kind of like a joke, that, to be a fucking SoundCloud rapper. And that shit was like the icing on the cake, ruining that shit for real.
That, and like other artists just becoming big, and then just like all those people, just like when I feel like when X became big, Lil Peep became big, like all those other like artists that were on SoundCloud, they became big, and they started signing to labels, and they were just like, shit, I guess we're just gonna move on to like the next platform for them, because they essentially stopped dropping on SoundCloud. They were
right.
They were moving on to other platforms, and they like like you had Suicide Boys that was popping. They moved on and they dropped all their stuff on Apple Music and stuff.
Man, what was that one dude? What was that one dude? His name starts with a P. He's from Florida too. Puya. No, Puya. But yeah, Space Ghost
Puya,
Purpose.
yeah, Puya.
Puya was big on SoundCloud. I remember that shit, bro. Like when he first started, he was doing the SoundCloud tapes and shit. That's where I first heard his music, and I was like, yo, I kind of fuck with this dude. Like, what the fuck? Shit lit.
Yeah, Puya's fire. Yeah. I was definitely fucking with Puya back then. There was a lot of like dope artists that were just coming out, and then like it became a meme, and like people were just making fun of SoundCloud rappers. And then like some of the SoundCloud rappers just grew so big that they were just moving on to something else. And like the fans moved on with them, and like I don't know, it's just hard to recreate that genie in a bottle again,
It's hard to create that support, because the people that were reposting everything and sharing all of it like that they weren't just rappers, you know what I'm saying? They were like actual fans of music, like, and I think that's what
TikTok too.
Yeah, well, no, TikTok is lit, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie,
y'all moved TikTok too.
A lot of people really hate on TikTok, bro, and I'm a straight up, I will honestly say, like, looking at, like, I was a hater of TikTok, you know what I'm saying, for a while. I was like, man, what the shit they're trying to get in your head and whatever, but I was like on some stupid shit. And then I'm like, man, my distribution literally puts my music on there, so I would be a fucking fool to not tap into that or do anything with that. You know what I mean? Like
most songs like that whole like SoundCloud, like how people blew up overnight type shit, or people organically blew up. That shit all moved to TikTok too. All the most organic come ups are coming from TikTok because of the algorithm. Same with YouTube. YouTube is kind of like SoundCloud now. How because YouTube has a very hardcore community, and if people fuck with you and they like subscribe to your channel, then like they're 9 times out of 10 they're watching. Someone that subscribes to your channel is someone that's most likely either going to watch it, they're going to like check out what you're doing or whatever. And like Instagram is another one of those things where if you post Instagram, you know, like shorts or whatever, people are going to like gravitate towards it if they fuck with it because the algorithms are different. SoundCloud's algorithm now is structured like a record label. Like they're putting up who they want to put up because they can essentially just prep artists for record labels and to give them the song.
Yeah.
So like I don't even think that like SoundCloud, like they just like I feel like their algorithm is dead. They got to change that and get it more adaptable for people to like consume music.
I think they got too big for them to handle financially and logistically to where they had to change the app to where it could work like that without them having all these other little issues or whatever. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like when they had groups, this is how I did it. I'm gonna give you the sauce right now. This is literally how I did it. Every day when I went to school, I had a class, like a media class, you know, where they had us like editing videos and all kinds of stuff. And I literally would go to that class at like 7 a.m. or whatever. And I would open up my SoundCloud. I log into my SoundCloud and I would undo all the groups that I added the day before. And I put to the max complete new groups. Did you remember groups on SoundCloud? Yeah. And so I would do that and do a whole new set of completely different other groups. Every day I would do that. Boom. I literally blew myself up doing that shit. Because there's it's like a consistent flow of people that were using that and actually genuinely like tapping in with artists. And I think just people were more interested back then because it wasn't as normal or saturated. So also there's that, you know. Now it's like people, you tell somebody you rap and they're like, oh, everybody raps, you know. It's like fuck. So you kind of now, like, honestly, like, it's weird, but you kind of have, like, if you want to, you know, create that community again, you ain't lying. Like, you got to use a mix of like YouTube and like
TikTok.
Use
everything.
You got to use a mix of it, and especially TikTok, bro. Like, I realize that now how like serious and like like I'm like, if they're distributing my music on there or like any music on there and you're getting kickback from it at all in any kind of way, like that just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not be posting, making TikTok videos? Like, you got people becoming famous on that shit, posting dumb stuff. You know what I mean? So imagine what you could do. You know, it's not bad posting the stupid stuff because I like the stupid stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be laughing at it too or whatever. But at the same time, like, it's harder, I feel like, for an artist to just focus on trying to blow that. The algorithm doesn't work in your favor. In my experience on like TikTok and stuff like that, it doesn't work in your favor if you're an artist unless you're posting things that aren't related to your art. You know what I mean? So you have to make like counter.
It's a certain way and a certain style you have to go about promoting your music on there, because like TikTok rewards you for doing what is trending and what everyone else is like doing. Like there's artists that like do like certain ways of promoting, and if like that artist blows up, TikTok will reward you for copying that same style. So they want everyone to do the same thing. And like you can be different and you can do your own thing, but like it's gonna be like that. Like I call it like a lottery system. Like if you just keep on, if you want to do things your way, you gotta be consistent with doing things your way. So then the algorithm picks it up, and it's like a lottery system, because boom, then you can get it blown up by doing things your way, and then other people are copying you. Like it's kind of like that.
See,
like,
you know what's crazy is, so I've tested this before, specifically on TikTok. I've literally tested it, and like I posted shit with my music, or not my music, but like event, you know, like event content that I made like for YouTube, like a day in the life type videos or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll post like promo for that on my TikTok, and it'll get like 200 views, right?
Yeah.
I did a funny one the day after that CERN stuff was like, you know, coming out and everybody was talking about it. I did a funny one using Joey Diaz's voice, and that one literally got like 7,000 views or some shit, and like 20 comments, like 300 likes, like just randomly. I was like,
if you utilize TikTok's tools and stuff like that, the algorithm literally rewards you for using all of TikTok's like tools and like what they give you. And if you utilize it, they'll try to push you as much as they can so other people will copy what you're doing. So people are utilizing TikTok's tools, their backgrounds, their green screens, whatever they do, like the voiceovers, all that shit. Like they want you to be like, it's kind of like it's like an addiction. They want you to be addicted to
they
like
want you to
their
keep
shit.
that rush going, you know, like or keep that, have content like that. And so that makes sense why the algorithm like rewards you for posting more and more, you know. But like, bro, honestly,
it keeps you consistent.
Right, it does. And honestly though, like I would literally say up until this year, literally, I just did not look at it like that at all. Like I literally was like, man, this is some invasive ass shit. They're trying, like, same thing. They're trying to get you to scroll all day, you know, whatever. But I'm like, I'm looking at it
Facebook,
as
Twitter, it's all the same shit. YouTube's
right.
all the same. They all got your information. They all got all
But
your
so,
shit.
but so what I realized is that I'm looking at it as a consumer and not a creator. So when you look at it as like a creator and you spend less time on it as a consumer, your you know, your focus and your like what you can do within that, I feel like it makes more, you don't feel as pressured to like need to make something that everybody else is making or whatever, you know. It lets you be a little more creative. And like now, like when I think about like how I want to come at using it, like I want to
all right, y'all, we back at it. Yo, so yeah, we were talking about the TikTok algorithm and stuff and like how it makes you like super consistent and like how like you know how you're looking at it as a creator. I got another question. What do you got like, you know, what are your plans for music for like the future for people that's like fucking with you right now?
one more time. Let me get that clear.
You good, you good. I said for the people that's like fucking with you, what do you got like, you know, planned for music for the future? Like what you got like, you know, coming up next?
Right. Okay, so really I've been sitting on music too long, and like early on in my I hate saying it like this, but early on in my rap career, whatever the fuck, I like went through this weird little phase where I thought that I had to get all my stuff together before I started dropping music or before I started like, or like I felt like I had to buy beats and do it all the right way. You know what I'm saying? I went from doing YouTube stuff and doing free beats that I was getting from SoundCloud. That ended up slowing down because people stopped using SoundCloud, you know? So it just wasn't, it dried up like that clout and that like energy from that where people were like, oh man, you're so good. Like, please hop on these beats, you know. I was literally getting sent free beats, and I think my first stint on SoundCloud started from, like I said, the Jay Dilla beats and all that stuff. It went from that to lo-fi beats. It was like that whole golden lo-fi era. I was literally like all the way in that shit, dude. Like I was homies with all those dudes. Like we literally like we're supporting each other and like sharing each other's stuff or whatever. And then they started sending me beats, bro, and like it didn't seem as a big deal as when I look back at it now. Like, bro, this is like hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of like beats and shit now because the same people went and I think they realized like, oh shit, this SoundCloud shit is sinking ship, you know. And I didn't realize because I wasn't as deep in that, like, you know, analytics and reading all that. Like I didn't do that until I started paying for SoundCloud and like utilizing it to monetize or whatever, you know, like or to monetize and promote and even like when they stopped doing groups and stuff like that, I was trying to learn, you know, what did they replace it with, you know, like what's the difference now, you know. So I kind of fell off SoundCloud, and then I think that was like my first little kind of like not demise but like recluse. I kind of like not fell off, but just like that momentum I had from like all that stuff building up and people sharing it and fans or whatever, it kind of stopped because I stopped posting stuff, you know. And really I look back on that, I'm like, damn, I wish I just, because it's not that I didn't have the music, bro. I had crazy music, and I think if I just said fuck it and posted it, even if like, and somebody explained this to me later on that kind of like mentored me like in the studio setting kind of, he was like, bro, like you would have been way better off dealing with the financial repercussions of getting sued or whatever about it. If you like, that's when there's you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you worry about it, is whenever you're getting sued about it. That's a good worry thing to be worried about, like
Yeah,
not,
that means the song blew up.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, instead, as opposed to like, you never know, like if you don't ever post it, it's not ever going to get heard by anybody. So then, then you really don't have a choice. So, or a shot, So I kind of like, I went through that for a little while, and I kind of screwed myself, didn't post stuff, went on a little hiatus of it. Then I lost like a hard drive and stuff, just made it worse, And then from that point, when I lost the hard drive, I was like, dude, I'm about to just fuck it. I got remotivated again. Kind of, I was like, I'm gonna just make all new music, So it went from that to doing that, and now I'm at a point where I'm like, dude, I can't even sit on music anymore. Like now I know, like, I gotta put stuff out. That's how you keep that momentum, and you keep
the consistency.
And you do different stuff too. You can't just do the same stuff, And I feel like I was trying to make that switch, but I was also trying to like get better so I could do that,
Mm-hmm.
And also the time started changing. Things went from lo-fi to a little bit more hardcore sounding, whatever. And, just the audience kind of changed a little bit too, I feel like, maybe. But also it grew. So, like I said, I had people from Russia supporting and like buying my music on Bandcamp, and like literally messaging me on SoundCloud and saying like, bro, I'll send you money on PayPal to put this song back up that got disappeared or whatever. Because I started paying for SoundCloud, and then one time it lapsed and I didn't pay it, and they deleted all my songs.
Yeah, they make them like go like invisible. Yeah.
Well, no, they did that, and then when I paid for it to like reopen it, none of my songs were there that were past. So it was probably like, bro, it was like 14 songs that I didn't have otherwise, that was it being on SoundCloud. So that shit fucked me up, and that was another like, man, fuck it. It's kind of like, I'm good on this shit, like if I'm gonna make music, I'm gonna just make it for myself at that point. And that's where my like, I kind of like lost the steam a little bit, not like in myself, but just like as a fan base or whatever. So right now, to answer the question finally, what I'm doing right now is trying to build that steam kind of back, and I've been doing shows and like doing it kind of more organic than I used to, because everything was just online, because it was it was a platform for it. People were you could message people your tape on SoundCloud and they would listen to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, or like it or whatever from there. Now you message somebody on SoundCloud, there's probably like a 80% chance to never see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it's like now everyone's just making music. Everyone's
right. So nobody cares. It's like, fuck. Like, how do you make people want to fuck with you? So, and I think that's where.
I think it starts at like
personalized content. I think that's where that personalized content, like music videos and the TikTok stuff, it creates that closer little group to where you can, have actual supporters or whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, trying to get that back rolling. But I mean, I still always have my like down people that are always there, like sharing everything and, posting stuff for the shows or whatever too. But man, the difference is night and day, because everybody's all grown now. When we first started doing it, we're kids, so it's just like, now it's like less people give a fuck. It's just kind of like, you don't realize that your target audience is still going to be younger folks even after you get older. You know what I mean? And I realized that studying other artists' music, like, Mac Miller and like Wiz Khalifa and all those people that came out in that time period, they were like, who was listening to them? It was us in middle school and shit. You know what I mean? And so, like, and I'm talking about like, we're buying albums from fucking Best Buy for these artists and shit. It was like the last of that, and I feel like that's how Wiz Khalifa made a fuck ton of money to be like in that last era, because he caught the last of those people that are buying CDs and shit, and merch and the shows, and like, bro, it was a time to like do that. Now it's like, you almost have to make something that is fire and put it out there, and almost imagine it being on the back burner, and not like, you put the promo into it and you do all that, but you're almost wasting time like trying to traditionally promote a track now, or a song, So what I'm trying to do now is basically, I'm on a little streak where I'm gonna drop a new single every Friday, on all platforms, like all the way across the board. And I'm gonna just do that because, like I said, I've been sitting on a lot of stuff, and I got maybe like 10 of them that I'm gonna drop, and then I'm gonna drop an album with this guy right here. He produced the whole entire album. He goes by Erie Main, Erie 713. Check him out. He sells beats. He's a
No, I
fucking
don't even do that.
amazing beatsmith, crafter, like fucking very talented
guy, just like you,
bro. Okay, but he literally like just fucking like just goes hard, man. And like everybody else that I work with, like on that level, I think we're all getting to a point where we want the same thing too. Like we want to create that platform and create that means of like, putting out this music and like genuinely like getting it heard. So now we're kind of more coming together in Houston a little bit more, and like that's kind of what I'm doing is I'm about to bring it back basically. Like the shit that I was doing, I'm about to just bring it back full fledged with podcasts, shows, festivals, all that shit again, and just get it popping again. Really show people like, hey man, this is like this is the lifestyle. This is not no fucking like, that we just did this shit in high school and that's it. Like, no, we did it. And I think another thing I fucked up on, dude, is I didn't have a camera guy like for a lot of things that I fucking was doing, and I feel like making that, if I had that content in that whole gap of time while I wasn't like dropping music, bro, or like had TikTok or something like where I was just using it, or Instagram even more too. I went through a phase where I was like, fuck all that. I don't want the government to know what the fuck I'm doing. I was fucking young and stupid. Really, I was like not paying attention, like, in industry wise, like what the fuck all these tools are really for, and it's just like, I was looking at it like, social media is riding everybody's fucking brain and da-da-da, like, check this music out. And I would drop music, bro, and I think this was like my first like little X factor. I would drop music and be like, fuck all y'all, and just put it out and not even look at it or nothing. And then when I would go look at it, it's like 10,000 views and people are like talking shit on it too. So it's like, man, you got to have a little bit of I learned over time that you got to give room for the universe to let it run its course and affect your life a little bit, and I found that out by giving myself a hiatus, so I think it was good that I did that, but now I'm about to get back in it. And so, like I said, I got an EP finished with a producer. He goes by the name of Harrison Keefe. He works with this dude, Jan Hype. He's going to be at my show I'm throwing. I put together a show or a festival. It's called Tales from the Crypt, and it's going to be on Halloween in Houston, Texas. Yeah, so it's going to be 1810 Ogeman. It's a dope venue. Like, just like cool ass people, food, vendors, like, and they're gonna be throwing a Halloween party on the same day that we're throwing the show. I'm bringing a bunch of fly, dope, talented people from Dallas in the funk community, and then like I'm having a bunch of Houston artists. So like I said, I'm trying to bring back that like that same energy and show people like, hey, we're still doing this. You know what I'm saying? This ain't done. So and then I'm starting a podcast also with a friend of mine. And we're going to be highlighting a lot of like local Houston shit that, these people are just so fucking cool that they don't put themselves out there like that. They just set up the platform and let people rock out like that. So I think that's like the main thing right now is I'm trying to like kind of get that momentum back on every outlet now that I kind of have a more powerful understanding and somewhat of a team. I will say my team was stronger back in the day. But now everybody's older. We're all doing all our own shit. So it's kind of like I ended up now kind of branching out from my like first inner circle of homies, that my first group that I started with. And we kind of branched out. And now we're like, everybody just has other aspirations and things going on. But like one of them, my brother, he plays guitar. I'm helping him produce like basically like a rock album of some sort, or like soul, blue, jazz kind of. But I think the next thing I'm gonna do is step into a executive producer kind of role and then like manage my record label a little bit, because I literally have been managing it for myself and not for it to be its own thing, to be able to help me out and like do what I'm trying to do also. So I really I think the next phase for me is like putting out all that music and then taking a step back and letting it work for me a little bit.
Yeah. Have you heard of there's a Houston artist that I know. Have you ever heard of Vlad?
A YouTuber?
No, he's a rapper in Houston. His name is Vlad. He has a group called Kill Me Lord. I'm surprised like y'all haven't ran into each other one.
You do? I do. Oh, my homie says he knows him.
Yeah. I'm surprised like
I know who he is.
Yeah. I'm surprised y'all haven't worked. Yeah, y'all should definitely work with each other, man. Like y'all both got like a dope ass like vibe, bro.
Hey, I would look him up on Instagram right now and message him and be like, "Hey, bro, the
Yeah,
homie
hit
Scotty
him up
put me
on
on."
Twitter, bro. For real, y'all both like really like thinking on the same type of shit, bro. For real. Y'all can really do something crazy, bro. Because like he definitely the shit that you saying, he thinking just like you, bro. Like for real.
Well,
Like
what's crazy is like what I'm noticing right now is a lot of youngsters that are like kind of like realizing too, like, man, like we're
yeah,
kind of like the last ones. Like all the other people that are our age are either doing lame shit or like fucking like as far as music, they're on some poser shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
the people that are like the last real like trendsetter folks that started this shit, like that I remember at least, like they got all my love. Like those are people I'm putting on shows without, even thinking about it or whatever, And in
Yeah.
Houston, that there's more people that are more networked and closely linked together through music than like fucking gang banging. Like straight up. Like music brings people together on a whole other
Yeah.
level, like organizationally at least. Like
Yeah.
one of my main messages at all my shows, bro, when I was like really young, was like, hey, if there's 200 people here, you need to be leaving with 200 followers on your fucking Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to like, and also like, I'll get on the mic right before the show started and like tell everybody this, like straight up, and kind of make it awkward, but like in a good way, to where it was like, damn, people were like, man, this is some real shit going on, you know. But it was like, I tell everybody like, look, bro, this. We're doing music, we're all vibing, having a great time, But past this, the point of this is to bring all of us together past music. You know what I'm saying? And so we can
Mm.
do bigger shit and we can have our own economy and our own like, ecosystem here in the city to be able to do this how we want,
Yeah.
without money being a stipulation to how we do it.
Mm.
And that's kind of always how it has been, because money is a fucking it takes money to make money. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
ain't getting free shows, free venues. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was a youngster, I wasn't getting free shows and free venues either. You know what I'm saying? I was like stacking my own bread and buying it out and investing in that. And, and when I say investing, like sometimes it was a loss, but sometimes it was fucking crazy. So
Yeah.
it just kind of like for me, I always take the memories and all that. I hold that more closer to me than the money I made from that shit.
Mm.
Like so to me at least, like the fact that I had Bushwick Bill's son, young knowledge come up and perform and like Rap a Lot pulled up and was like, who the fuck show is this? And it was just me standing there. I'm like, it's my shit. Like it was
That's
crazy,
fire.
and then there's like 300 people there, it's like it's just fucking crazy. That was the last show I threw. And then after that, I did one for another artist. She goes by the name Big Ice. And I threw a show at the same venue for her. And it's the same thing. But what I realized is like I enjoy doing that shit for other people. So
Yeah.
I think like something I really want to start focusing on is running my label a little more and networking with other artists
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I have people always tell me like, man, I want to fucking do the same shit, or like I'm trying to do this, that, or whatever, and I
Yeah.
know how to do it, and I'm like, well, you know, there's always this weird like animosity because I'm doing it and they want to do it, and
Yeah.
so I want to break that line between that
Yeah. Yeah.
and create a way where I can make money from it, so I'm not wasting my time, and people can get what they want out of their own talent and making
Yeah.
music or whatever they
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah, and that's why I think that you and Vlad definitely like if y'all like connected, it'll be crazy because like he got the youth fucking with him. It's just that he doesn't like, he doesn't have like that OG to like show him like, yo, this is how you set the shows up and stuff like that. Like I be telling him like, yo, you gotta find someone that can like do that shit, that can like that knows like how to like do all that stuff. And I feel like, yeah, y'all definitely think on the same like wave.
What's his Twitter handle? It's just Vlad.
No, it's something different. I'm a DM it to you. I'm gonna
Okay,
DM it
that's
to
cool.
you.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
bet.
I'm
That's
gonna
a
DM
bet.
it to you. I'm gonna link y'all together, bro. In a group chat just so y'all can like like chop it up and shit. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
gonna link y'all. Yeah, bro.
But
He's
so to
definitely on the same shit y'all on.
to put a cherry on the top of that last answer though, I would say that after I get this album out, the EP out, and this little single run, I'm gonna be basically focusing on doing videos for all my shit. Like,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna try to do videos for the old songs too, because a lot of those people love them, And I at first like I definitely wish I shot the videos at the time that I fucking did the shit, you know, because that was the energy behind it. We had all these people and everything going on. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, shit died down a little bit, and it's like not to me though. I look at that as like not really a challenge, but just more like I just got to get more creative, you know, like so. I've been doing certain things like making, you know, standstill videos with like pictures and edited things and the songs behind them. You know, I'm starting with that, you know, and doing single runs like that. And then I did an AMV, you know, like I missed that whole era because I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't want to be corny or whatever. But I just did one recently because I was like, man, this shit came out cool. Like, fuck it, you know? So I'm
yeah.
trying to do more like diversify as far as my content goes and just give people shit that they, you know, that they can low key be addicted to. Like, in a good way though, because I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like my music is you can take it one of two ways. You either get offended by it or you get motivated by it. And that's my experience. I feel like it's because I'm talking shit kind of, but it's from a place of like I want you to do better, or I'm talking about some shit that I see you lacking, or I see lacking around me, or I see myself lacking.
yeah,
So I think my message behind that is always gonna be like in all my music is gonna be something that can stick around, you know, until China launches an EMP on us or some stupid shit. Like, you know, my music will be out all those platforms. You know, I got CDs too if it ever happens. But I think what I want to do is, like I said, is get to a point where I'm starting to just work on videos, and I have so much music that I can create stories and narratives and like videos with like short film kind of like aesthetics and like setups to it, you know, and that's the kind of stuff I want to get into because I'm like, man, now this music is like it's almost like I told all my stories and I told all this shit, you know, and
yeah,
now I have to illustrate it a little bit, you know, or
yeah,
like spend
yeah.
time doing that, and also I like taking breaks from rapping and like just hardcore doing shit like that because like I don't know, like I back in the day when I used to do it, the reason it was so raw and crazy just out the gate was because that's what I had all stored up. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
when I would go through the times of like pausing and like not, you know, basically just living life and not just making music all the time.
Yeah,
Uh, I'd go like maybe like 6 months with maybe make like 2 songs in between that. But after that 6 months, I'm going hard as shit because I have so much shit to talk about. It's like bottled up or shit happen. You know, you go through life, whatever. My life has been turbulent the whole fucking thing. So it's just like, you know, I've always had shit to talk about. You know, I've
yeah.
always had like places to be and people to see and things to do. So
Mm-hmm.
from I'm always have something to talk about still regardless. So now it's like, man, I want to get to a point where I can, you know, kind of create like a narrative and show people the story of it. And even now I want to start making more like just emotionally intelligent shit, you know, like just I want to sing more. I want to start doing like I'm about to work on a funk 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 album with somebody. He goes by the name Sahara Ultra. We're gonna start working on that one soon.
Oh yeah.
You know, just certain like just change it up a little bit. But I definitely have a philosophy or like this ideology that some point down the line, I'm going to when I'm done and just like annoyed with fucking rapping all the time, I'm gonna just go and do like soul slash heavy metal versions of all my songs again, and just
Right.
come out with all that boom and release all that shit because that's kind of like what I make my music like by like if you listen to that kind of music you could hear it in that same light and I already know like I could record it like that again, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be like probably some of the next stuff I work on later on in the future, but like way down the road. But as for now, the most immediate thing is gonna be these singles, bro. I'm doing singles every Friday, and then I already got the next one loaded up. The one I just dropped yesterday, uh, or today actually, was called Realism. You can find it everywhere if you want to go check it out afterwards. If you want to play it now, you can too. I don't know if you know if you're capable of
Yeah,
like having that, whatever.
if you want,
But
I can just I can after this you know when I edit everything, you can send me a music video to my email, or you can send me a song that you want me to like just add at the end, and like after the interview, yeah, I can just add that at the end, and people
yeah,
can
I
like
said you
watch
can
it.
trust. That's a bet for
Yeah.
sure.
And I think I was gonna start doing that anyways, but most of like because I just recorded just like I did like 3 podcasts already that I haven't put up yet, and I was thinking about just adding like either the music at the end or a music video or some sort just so
Yeah,
people can
totally,
like hear the person's music as soon as like the interview is over. So yeah, I was thinking
totally.
about doing that. Yeah, yeah.
So like I got that one, and the next one coming out is called Checking In, and like the producers, the one thing I can say with all my stuff that people are probably gonna start noticing, and it's gonna gain its own like little traction, is the way I do the production is I have one producer produce an entire project, basically. Aside from this tape that I did called FM 33 Night Ride Radio, that one it was like a summertime, like right around. It was the first mixtape and probably the last. I'm not sure. No, maybe not, but definitely the first one that I ever did where I narrated it and I did like skits and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to bring that back because I feel like, man, like I haven't heard that shit since like the fucking '90s artists. You know what I mean? Or early 2000s. So I was like, man, I did some skits where I'm like a radio uh jockey or whatever, and like I'm getting all my homies, like my artist friends and shit, are like calling in, and I'm answering the calls and shit. Definitely, if and the people too, y'all get a chance, like definitely check that out. But so yeah, I'm gonna be doing this single run, and then I'm dropping an album called Ojo de Oro, and that's gonna be probably either December or my birthday, which is January 6th. So one of those is gonna go down, and then after that, like I said, I'm going backgrounds behind the scene mode and just trying to executive produce things and just kind of get things rolling on that half, and also get the podcast going too. So first episode of the podcast, we're filming that Sunday, and it's gonna be a take on the death of R&B. That's gonna be the first episode. So I got a singer to come in. I got two singers to come in. We're gonna chop it up with them. We got some segmented stuff we already wrote down and like stuff to go over or whatever. So that's gonna be dope. But man, I'm just like I'm excited to do that for the city, bro. Because it's just like there's so many people that they just don't care almost, or they don't know that that's a thing, you know. And it's like fuck it, like why not just put them out there? And it's not even like directly. It's like them just giving their opinion and speaking what it is. So it's gonna be a very real, like genuine, very genuine show. Like I think it'll be dope. And also I got to see the venue today for it, and it's sick. So that's gonna be dope. If you're ever, are you around Houston? Are you?
No, I'm in Illinois.
Chicago. Okay, that's dope, man. That's sick. Well, if you ever set up something to come to Houston, bro, I'll set up a podcast and we can do the real deal thing.
Hell yeah, bro.
Or I can come up there too, bro, because I need to travel anyways too. So if you know venues or we can plug it up, let me know, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it.
Hell yeah, bro. Man, you definitely like you came through, man, and you like, you know, just you honestly just broke everything down, bro. I appreciate it, man. Like you really like, you know, like you gave a lot of information, man, on like what you got going on and like where you like, you know, your background and stuff. And I just appreciate it, bro. Like for you to just be like so open and like, you know, just letting, you know, people know like, you know, this is you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that, bro. Is there anything you want to plug? Twitter, YouTube, Instagram?
Yeah,
you got to plug.
Follow me on Instagram at GLDNI exists. Everything on YouTube and you just Google me, just GLDNI. You'll find everything you need to find. But one thing I really want to say is everybody just, you know, keep praying and keep grinding, bro. Because like good things are definitely ahead for sure. And it took me a while to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as making music and stuff, to like, not really gain recognition, but to like, you know, like know where I need to put my timing and my effort the most at the right time. Like, know when and where to do that, you know, and not just exhaust all my resources all the time, like all the time. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of now it's at a point where I'm like, you know, I'm realizing that me doing hiatuses and taking step backs and breaks and going to planning mode instead of being in action mode is vital, man. It's vital. Sleep is vital too. Sleep is very vital.
Hell yeah.
But other than that, that's all I gotta say. I gotta say shout out to the Scottie Show. Shout out to the homie freaking just reaching out on Twitter and giving people a platform and artists a chance to speak and even be heard, or like, you know, giving a chance, like the reaction videos, man, that's so dope. Like I sent that to my dad actually, and he watched the whole thing. I thought he was gonna just skip through. He was like, "Nah, man." All those people were cool. I was like, "Man, that's genuine." You know what I'm saying? And really, what he was impressed by you being able to like, you know, carry it on all the way and like it be interesting still, you know, or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
relatable, really like a relatable, like, damn, yeah, I felt the same way type, you know,
yeah,
on
yeah.
the responses of it. So I gotta say, like, shout out to you, bro, for sure. So we'll definitely have to do this again and do some other work, bro. Like I'm definitely intrigued by what you got going on, bro. Like it's a dope, like, and I saw like you're a comedian too.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta check you out, bro. I gotta check you out. Like I love doing that stuff. If anything, I might, if you ever are down with it, bro, I'll book you and set you up a show here in Houston, dog. Like a comedy show or like
Yeah,
a
bro. Hey, just let
special
me know,
or
bro.
whatever.
I'm down.
That's a bet for
Yeah,
sure.
bro. Just let me know, bro. I'm always down to do some comedy, bro. I'm down, man.
Bet.
But
Hey,
yeah,
and also
bro.
I gotta say too, I was completely 100% against Zoom because of all the China weird shit about it. But I downloaded it just for you, just so we could do this. So
I appreciate you,
I
bro.
gotta say, shout out to you, bro. For real, you're a real one.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Man, this is a fucking Scottie show, bro. This is what happens, man. This is what goes down, man. I fuck with this, man. This is honestly like the most this is one of the most genuine shit, you know. Like you really laid it out all on the table, man. I fuck with that, bro. Man, the fucking Scottie show, GLDNI, shout out his producer. Yeah, bro. Hey, we did it.
But looks sleepy. He looks sleepy in the
Hey,
back.
you tired as a motherfucker. All right,
Hey,
man.
we
I
just made a
appreciate
fire ass
y'all,
song
man.
too right now too. But
Hell yeah.
all right, bro. Peace, dog.
All right, bro. Peace, man. Be easy.
Yes, sir. You too.